because every day shit's just getting wilder from making stuff happen, you know? We rely on our family to take care of us for so long, and then it sucks when the shoe's on the other foot because people don't want to, step up to the plate, and that's kind of reality in life. I get that. Responsibility is a motherfucker. Especially when you're living the good life, you're comfortable, you're not responsible for other people. I mean, I'm looking like shit, as you can see. I haven't had time to shave my beard or do anything to take care of myself. All I've been doing is just taking care of my family. And I'm going to have to continue taking care of my family. Even more so than I thought possible before. Because I thought I was doing a lot now, but I haven't even started yet. That's the reality of the situation that's coming up. Now, I can't really say much, but walk with me and let's talk about it. This is what life feels like right now for me. I'm in Inception. I'm walking around. I'm doing my thing. Trying to make shit happen. I'm going in circles. I don't know what's up. I don't know what's down. Reality's getting blurry. And all I can do is what I feel is my best. I'm sure we all are feeling this way right now. So, let's have a little confessional. Here we are at my local park area. It looks nice. I love the train. Makes me think back to a simpler time when we weren't just stacked with the problems of life compounding on us every day. I'm grateful, extremely grateful for all of the subscribers that come here to listen to me talk about life and maybe even gain something from it. If anything, I hope you guys can learn from my life experiences. I don't want to say they're mistakes because life isn't a mistake. Life's a journey and you learn lessons from life. So here's what I'm learning, that life isn't exactly how you think it's always going to turn out. Life is complex. Life is complicated. Life is never a simple straight line as far as success, as far as metrics, as far as what you hope to attain. Life happens as it happens when it happens. We all want success in our 20s. We all want to have a house. We all want to have kids. We all want to have what is considered an ideal life as far as human beings, or at least what we think is ideal. But when you can't even afford it, and when the things that you get cause you more stress than joy, you start to question, is it worth it? Do I want it? Do I really want it, even if I could afford it? Because where I'm at now, it's pretty bad. I can't go too far into what's going to happen, but my life is going to change dramatically in the next couple months or so. I'm going to have to drastically alter my household. I'm going to have to help my family out even more so than I thought before. Just like the hyenas out there, They hunt in packs, so that's as human beings, it's always how we've been in tribes, and it's the only equitable way to make it in this world sometimes. Family's what keeps you going. Family's what keeps you sane, as well as makes you insane, depending on your situation. For me, it's a little bit of both, so I don't know. I had to get out of my house and just talk. And I mean, I consider this man a little personal therapy session, because there's not much else. Even if I talk to someone, what are they going to say? They're going to say the same thing. Well, what good does this stuff do to think about it? What purpose does it serve you? I'm trying to be as authentic as I can without giving too much away, because certain people might be watching this and I don't want to give anything away. So if you're here, you're new to the channel, subscribe for more. This channel's about life. This channel's about overcoming adversities. This channel's about talking about the politics. Things in general are going to change a lot in the next month or so. Gold and silver, I guess, are going to skyrocket due to geopolitical uncertainty and safe haven assets. I saw this interesting video about basically why it was these millionaires who were on a podcast together, and they were basically saying, hey, the reason that populism has taken shape and blossomed so much is that the majority of Americans aren't asset holders, and that means you don't own property, you don't have stock, you don't have retirement, you don't have savings, right? I mean, shit, less and less percentage of people have, $500 in their savings account that they can use to cover an emergency. I am blessed to be in that, category of having the savings, but at the same time, I've always been behind the eight ball. I've always been let go from companies. I've always gotten the short end of the stick, even though I'm considered a great employee, and you're going to be welcome back, and you're re-eligible. It just takes a toll on you when you keep getting beaten down in life, and you wonder, like, when's it ever going to be my shot? When am I going to have my shot? So I don't know. I just want to feel good about my place in the world and know that things are going to be okay, that I'll be able to pay my bills and take care of my family, as we all do. So the economy's wrecked right now. It's great for the top 0.5% of this country. The rest of us are just struggling to get by, to pay our bills, to buy groceries. I'm not even working full time. I'm not, an actual employee. I'm a 1099, so I have to save 30% of my income. Can anybody really afford to save 30% of their own income, their bi-weekly check? Probably not. So it just puts me in a pit of despair, and I try and think positively, and it's like, I think, what I am grateful for, I have a house, I have an amazing wife who, is a beautiful person, is a lovely person. I love her to death. I would never do anything to want to lose, confidence, have her lose confidence in me. All I want to do is make her proud and make our family proud. Families, I should say, but it's just getting tougher and tougher. And the best part is, the people who are doing really well in life, they find it so easy to tell you, well, you just need to be grateful for, X, Y, and Z. And I tell them, you know what? When you make, after all is said and done, when your taxes are taken care of, when you make $18 an hour, you tell me how fucking good you feel and how confident you are about making it in this world. Because I can't pay my mortgage with positive affirmations. I can't be, I can't buy groceries with please and thank yous. And so it's really just, I feel condescending when people, try and pull that card to say that, well, you need to be grateful. Grateful for what? That I'm in this hole that I can't get out of, that every job I apply to, I get no response, or weeks later I get a random, thank you for applying, but we've decided that you are not qualified for being a recruiter or talent acquisition, even though you have 10 years experience in the field of both corporate as well as agency. And there was this recent position I'm still crashing out about, that it's like it's their loss, but at the same time I'm a really good candidate for the position. I come from, last couple jobs have been in logistics, manufacturing, engineering, finding these unicorns, right? These wrench turners, these, all these difficult positions, whether they're really unique or they're really hard to fill. And I got no feedback from this company other than they denied you. And then I find that same job is back online, and now they say, well, if you don't have 5 years of recent, quote unquote, recent experience, and it's listed, it's like, never mind, we're not even going to do our job of talking to people who have the title, the experience, the education, the location, everything that's required to make it, to be it. So it's like, if I can't make it, if I can't get that position that is tailor-made, and I might be, I might absolutely be overthinking this, I might be overreacting, but I'm tired, okay? I'm tired of getting the short end of the stick in life, and I know a lot of us are, and that's what is kind of driving this, this populist movement, that only so few of people are gaining and really making gains in this system that we live in, while the rest of us are dropping off like flies. We're treading water and barely surviving. And at the same time, we gotta be good, stewards, to our parents, to our kids, and everything's fine. We're gonna be fine. We're gonna make it. It's all good. How do you lie to your kids like that? I'm very curious, in a world that is not going to be the same for when they grow up. Never mind the constant wars, that are always going to happen. And it doesn't matter if it's Iraq, it doesn't matter if it's Iran, it doesn't matter if it's Vietnam. It's war never changes. War is war. And the reality is that history is more often than not, written in the blood of the losers, and the winners get to shape the history. So, I don't know, guys. I just gotta talk. I had to unwind. I had to just get it out, and because, like I said, things are about to change really drastically for me and my family, and we gotta do what no one else is gonna do for someone else, and we gotta basically pull the plug on someone, so to speak. So it's in more ways than one. And I'm a very empathetical empath kind of person. I definitely feel things more than other people. Other people, are very one-sided, very surface level, very, well, if it doesn't affect me personally, then I don't give a fuck, So I unfortunately have this ability, I feel, to be able to feel like I put myself in the shoes of someone else, because I flew high with the eagles, and I've been down here on the ground with the snakes. So I feel I have my own perspective that helps me guide my, ethics and ethos. And I get it, we're all out for ourselves, and there's not really much we can do sometimes, except just do the best we can with what we have at our disposal. It sucks, and it's tough on me. I'm doing everything I can to get out of this. I'm just like everybody else is, we're applying every day to try and find something better, to do something better with our lives. And I hope each and every one of you finds what you guys are passionate about and love to do, and get paid for it, because that is the quote unquote American dream, I guess, as they used to say. But anyways, Thanks for stopping by. If you're still around, please consider subscribing. I'm on my journey to 500 subscribers. Shout out to all of you legends who have recently subscribed. Love you, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.